Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of some classic Bakugan. They came in a package in the mail, but they were in this little bag, so I decided to take the bag out for you guys. So let's see, right off the bat, we have a McDonald's Dorac, it looks like, Aquos. Doesn't really stay closed very well. Anyway, if you don't know about these McDonald's Bakugan, they ran a couple of them a long time ago, and they basically have these buttons at the bottom that you push and they open. 840 G power, which is funny. All the McDonald's Bakugan were always pretty ahead of the standard Bakugan in that year, because the average for Gundalian Invaders with Dharak was like maybe 800 if you were lucky, so 840 is really good, but of course this is not playable. The neck doesn't seem to come out anymore, which is unfortunate. You can see there's a bit of damage on the head, which, you know, oh well. They have the molding of the feet, but they don't fold out. To fold it back up, I guess you fold in the wings, fold in the head, and fold in the tail, and it doesn't want to stay, so not very great. Here's another McDonald's Bakugan. It looks like a Ventus Taylean. The sticker is kind of beat up, so that's unfortunate. Oh, the head. Oh, the head is just a manual piece. Okay, that's odd. 960 Gs. Again, pretty good for the time, but it's not playable, obviously. Again, just a little push button here. Silver plastic. It doesn't look terrible, but the clear plastic is kind of cool, but the head should honestly be spring-loaded. It kind of sucks that it's like this, but oh well, I guess. To fold up, fold in these, and then push it down. Alright, now to the good stuff. Here's some normal Bakugan. Okay, let's close that. This appears to be an Aquos Foxbat, and not a new Vestroia version. It's a Gundalian Invaders one because it has the code and the symbol. And the paint job is Gundalian Invaders. Fold out the feet. 780G, so not bad for the time. Fold out the horns, and fold out the little wing bits. Of course, Foxbat is part of Maxis Helios, which was the old school equivalent of the new big one that's coming this year for Geogon Rising. I forget what it's called. Villock, that's right. You can see the paint is pretty nice, green, and is there any red? Doesn't appear there's any red, which is interesting, because usually the Aquos in Gundalian Invaders had red. There's this peg up here that you can fold up, obviously for Maxis Helios, port here. And this is Baku gear compatible, and this port is just like a gear port, so technically if you have a new school Bakugan, you can, funnily enough, plug him in like that, which looks a little weird, but you can. So that's cool. Yeah. So overall, I like Foxbat. Pretty simple design. And it was, Subterra one was one of the first Bakugan I ever got. Fun fact. This is a Darkus Percival, I think. Yep. And Percival in Darkus was the main Bakugan of Ace in New Vestroia, the second year. 550 Gs. In the show, it spun around, and there is a version that spins. I actually have one, so let me know if you want me to review it. Percival is a pretty cool design. You only have two manual parts, the feet, which is really nice. The Darkus symbols here. You have the two extra heads that are on his arms in the show, and he has wings here and here. And in the show, this is kind of more of a cape, and he has these horns on his head, and then horns on his shoulders, which is really cool. So yeah. To fold that up, head in, top wings, and then bottom wings. Let's see, this is a Haos Cordom. 610 G is pretty bad for Gundalian Invaders, even bad for new Vestroia. You can fold out the feet. Of course, Cordom and Subterra was Jake's main Bakugan in Gundalian Invaders. One thing that's always cool about the Cordoms is that attribute symbol is on top of different paint, so this one's on top of yellow paint, which is cool. You can see the Gundalian Invaders Haos scheme was sort of yellow, this orange, and red. It's pretty cool, but I wish one of these was a different color because the yellow and orange are pretty close. To fold up, you can fold up the feet, fold up the chest piece, tail. Oh yeah, and you can fit battle gear on these ports, and you can move the arms down if you need extra room for the battle gear. To fold up, chest in, up, and fold these up. This looks like a BakuSolar Pyrus. Yep. See the old school Pyrus logo here. Ultra Dragonoid. Not Dragonoid Ultra from the new series. So that's what it looks like unfolded. Manual parts include the horns. What's cool about this one is the feet do open automatically. You can see the feet detail. They have a little paint. Yellow paint here, green eye. The claws are a little hard to see because it's all the clear color, but it looks really cool. 530 Gs, not very good, new Vestroia. 2 bottom wings here, and then these wing tips that you can fold in, which are really nice. Looks kind of like Neo Dragonoid. And then this little chest diamond, which kind of represents the core. And you can see the yellow paint detail everywhere. It's really nice. I like the look of the BakuSolars. They look pretty cool. They are a little confusing sometimes because if they're not Pyrus, BakuSolars still are orange. Like I have a Subterra Ultra Dragonoid BakuSolar that looks almost exactly like this, but instead of these yellow horns, it has silver horns, and maybe some other details are different. But it has the same orange plastic. But it was Subterra, so that's something interesting to note about BakuSolars. What is this? Aventis Vicerox, maybe? From the new series. Interesting. Most of these are from the old series, but this one is new. He's sort of like a crab Bakugan. One thing that's interesting is, unlike the Ultra, both of these claws are the same size. They're just painted differently. You can see one has yellow, one is green and dark green. The head sculpt is pretty nice. I don't actually have one of these before. I have the Ultra, but I don't have the original, so it's nice getting it. The feet are pretty cool. It reminds me of like Hydronoid Crocelios and second year Armored Alliance, stuff like that. The head sculpting is really nice, as I said. The claws are nice, but I wish they would have opened or had some sort of gap. 600B. See if it can focus. Yep, there we go. And maybe I'll put its card stats up here or something. Yeah, overall pretty nice. Fold up the feet, fold up the claws, and then push the two halves together. Here we go. Focus. This is a Subterra Saboteur. This was the Guardian Bakugan of Nurzak of the 12 Orders from the Gundalian Invaders. He was a villain character. But spoiler alert, he turns into a good guy by the end. Subterra symbol, you can see a lot of flame detailing on the top. These other detailing. These were, yeah. Interestingly, this DNA code is still hidden. So there we go. That's how it opens. I think the horns can fold out. Yep, they can fold out, and the head kind of goes down. That's kind of cool. And then you can fold out the arms and fold out the legs. And there's a little tail too. What's really interesting about Saboteur is that it looks quadrupedal because it has these it has the 2 legs in the front and 2 legs in the back, but in the show it's actually bipedal. It stands on 2 legs. These sort of represent the drills on its shoulder. These are the arms. It looked really cool in the show. Maybe I'll put a picture here. But it definitely didn't I would say the ball form wasn't a great representation, to be completely honest. But yeah, you can see it opening, it reveals more flame detail, which is really cool. Pretty nice. To accommodate battle gear right here, you can, let's see, I guess you can fold that down and then fold the arms down like that, which is kind of funny. It looks like he's squashed, but you know, sometimes battle gear forms looked a little goofy, but in normal form, I think it looks really cool. So yeah. And last but not least, we have this guy. Now this is one of the this is probably the thing that I most bought this lot for. This is a Mechtanium Surge Pyrus Titanium Dragonoid, which was, of course, the evolution of Drago in the first arc of Mechtanium Surge. Unfortunately, it does have this little lip here, but it doesn't interfere with rolling too much. Didn't want to open there. So here we go. Here's Titanium Dragonoid. 900 G power. One of the disappointing things about Mechtanium Surge is the color schemes were bland. They were just the plastic color, and then silver for every single attribute as the secondary color, and then one tertiary color, which in this case is green. So it's really disappointing because a lot of this molding detail, like the diamonds on his hands, go unpainted, diamonds on his feet, everything's just kind of coated in silver, which, well, it looks okay. They could have done better. It's really unfortunate. And Mechtanium Surge was, of course, the last series of the original line, so yeah, they kind of were winding down. But this design is really cool. I like the Titanium Dragonoid mold and design. Let's see if it'll focus. Yep. You can see there's the Infinity Core. The head sculpt is really nice. You have 3 horns, 1 big one and 2 small ones in the back. You've got these ports, which are for Baku Nano, but they do accommodate modern day Baku gear, or, you know, any of the equivalents like the Kubo accessories, as you can see there. Yeah, it looks really cool. And then his feet are double jointed, which is pretty cool. You don't see that too often. Fold out tail too. And his wings are double jointed. They have these bits here, which look really cool. I really like this design. So to fold up, you fold up the tail, fold up the feet. Those are manual parts. Fold up the horns, manual parts. Push the body in, push and hold the head in, and then push the wings closed. And that's really it. And that's really cool. So anyway, yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Comment below if you want me to review anything from the original series or the new series. I'll try my best, and if I have it, I'll give it a review. Feel free to like and subscribe. That helps the channel grow. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.